This is Andy Chambers. Thank you for joining me for today's update. Last week, the Dow broke through a flat top that's been forming for 5 months. The upside breakout suggests a further advance. The next targets for the Dow are 17,400 and 17,800. The initial hurdles for the bears are the May low of 16,341.30, the April low of 16,015.32, and the February low of 15,340.69. After being on the verge of breaking support, IWM, the Russell 2000 ETF, made a big comeback last week. The next upside targets for IWM are 120, 125, and 130. A weekly close below 111.11 would put the bullish outlook on hold. Key support is seen at 107.44. XHB has been in a strong bull trend since 2011. The breakthrough initial resistance suggests that it could be ready for another move up. The next targets for XHB are 34, 37, and 40. Key support for the setup lies at the May low of 29.98. XLF reaffirmed the bull trend. The next targets for XLF are 25 and 28. A weekly close below 21.19 would break the pattern of higher highs and higher lows on the weekly chart. XRT was one of the strongest key spider ETFs from the 2009 low until the high last November. After a 6-month pause, it looks like it's ready for another leg up. The next targets for XRT are 90, 95, and 100. A weekly close below 80.18 would put the bullish outlook on hold. Microsoft has a higher low bottom setup on the weekly chart. The next target for Microsoft is 45. The longer term targets are 50 and 54. A weekly close below 38.51 would void the higher low bottom setup. The overall trend in ATW has been up since the 2008 low. Recent trading suggests that the pullback from the July 2013 high could be over and the uptrend could be resuming. The next targets for ATW are 57 and 62. A weekly close below 45.33 would put the bullish outlook on hold. Recent trading also suggests that the pullback in Citigroup could be over and the uptrend could be resuming. The next targets for Citigroup are 53, 58, and 65. A weekly close below 46.08 would put the bullish outlook on hold. Costco also looks like it's ready to rally. The next targets for Costco are 125, 130, and 135. A weekly close below 110.36 would void the bullish setup. FITB also has a weekly buy setup. The next targets for FITB are 23.50, 28, and 32. A weekly close below 19.82 would void the buy setup. HRB could be ready for a trading range breakout. That would be similar to the flat top breakout in the Dow. The next target for HRB is 40. A weekly close below 26.99 would put the bullish outlook on hold. KBH has a setup with relatively low risk and excellent upside potential. Next targets for KBH are 24 and 28. A weekly close below 16.40 would void the bullish setup. Leucadia National is another stock that has a setup with relatively low risk and excellent upside potential. Next targets for Leucadia are 32, 36, and 40. A weekly close below 24.94 would put the bullish outlook on hold. NOC also has a higher low buy setup on the weekly chart. The next targets for NOC are 130, 135, and 140. A weekly close below 116.11 would void the bullish setup. The weekly chart for PHM also has a higher low buy setup. The targets for PHM are 24 and 30. A weekly close below 18.01 would void the bullish setup. Prudential has the same type of higher low buy setup as the others. However, the setup has more risk. The next targets for Prudential are 105 and 115. A weekly close below 77.34 would void the bullish setup. TMO has been in a very strong bull trend. The next target for TMO is 135. A weekly close below 112.02 would void the higher low bottom setup on the weekly chart. Yahoo also has a bullish setup with relatively low risk and excellent upside potential. The next targets for Yahoo are 40, 44, and 50. A weekly close below 33.10 would put the bullish outlook on hold. Well, that's the last chart for today. Thank you for your time and attention. Good luck and good trading.